Hello and welcome. In the last section, we brought up our first version of our landing page. Currently, it is far from finished. There is a few things that we need to take care of in terms of styling, and we tried to do that in the last lecture, but the lecture seemed to be lengthy, so I decided to take a pause and come back and then finish off the rest of the things. This looks like we'll need another CSS file here to essentially make sure this actually gets some really nice look about it. So I'm going to get rid of all these additional or custom styling here. Okay, so let's, especially the ones that we introduced in the image. Okay, I'll get rid of this. Also get rid of this. Okay, and what else we have here? We have a background. Okay, I'll get rid of this as well, because you're going to have same thing as in the CSS file. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Oops. Do we have anything at all that we introduce as custom CSS inline styling? I don't think so. Let's see. Let's look for the word style, because I want to make sure. All right, there we go. We don't want this one for sure. We need the width, all right, but we don't need the background. We're going to have that incorporated in the CSS file. Okay, let's look for any more instances. I think, yeah, look for this one as well. I want to get rid of this. Okay, any more? I don't think so. Let's see. All right, I think we're good here. No. I'll look for style. Yeah, we're good here. So let's get started, guys. I think we're good here. I'll head over to my sidebar, and inside of the menu folder, I'm going to go ahead and create a new file called menu.css. It's going to have all our styling for the menu itself. So what do we need here? So first thing is we need to target the card itself, right? For example, say we go here, we have a card element here, which is again given to us by Bootstrap. We will go ahead and actually augment some of the stylings here. Okay, so let's head over the card, not an app CSS. Let me get rid of some of the stuff I don't need. There's way too many files in here. Get rid of landing page for now. Maybe you know what? I'll go ahead and close everything except this. Then go back and open menu.css. Okay, that sounds better. Super. And in here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a new styling for the card element. This is going to be the entire card here. And for that, I want to go ahead and say, I'm going to set the margin all red. Let's say margin all red. Let's say 20px. Okay, so let's see if it actually helps. Okay, so another thing that we want to do is go ahead and include this file in here, so the changes take effect. Say import. Let's go ahead and import this now. This is going to be menu.css. Okay, super. What else? So straight away, if you should see some changes in here. Not sure why it's not seen. Alright, so since this is actually a Bootstrap component or class that's predefined, we may have to invoke the important clause here. Let's see if that helps. Let's see if I do a quick refresh. Would that help at all? Yeah, it does help. You know what? Let's restart this. Probably that might help, because right now the auto reloading doesn't appear to work for some reason. Let's go ahead and restart this. All right, let's close this one as well. Okay, this is our reference app, by the way, and let's see if it actually shows up anytime soon. Okay, there we go. All right, super. So yeah, let's try this actually. Fine, go ahead and then remove the important clause. I guess it'll come back to what it was before. Interesting. Let me see if it actually Alright, so let's try and see if it actually is taking effect. Go ahead and decrease this. Yeah, I think it looks like it's auto reader is back in action. Alright, so let me go back and set it to 20px all around margin. I also need a padding here, and that's gonna be, let's say, 10px all around. Okay, super. That's looking much more presentable right now. And what else can we need? Let me go ahead and give it a background color. Okay, let's say background color. I also want to collapse the sidebar. Background color is going to be var hyphen primary primary, and I want to go ahead with custom green. Okay, super. Let's see. Yep, that's what I want. And what else? Can we have some kind of, right now these are having variable height. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we'll set a min height here. Okay, so it'll always have a height of min of 350px no matter what. Okay, regardless of whether the content is bigger or not, it's going to have a min height of 350px. Okay, let's see. Didn't work. Interesting. How about 380? 390, yeah, 395. Yeah, that looks pretty close to me, or maybe 400. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice right now. Super. And next, what we're gonna do is we have right now targeted the card element, the card class, and we'll go ahead and target the card body next. Okay, which is essentially the div tag here. Okay, so let's see what we can do there. We have a card body. We also have a card text. Yeah. Okay. Back to the CSS class and say card body. Okay. And what can we do here? Let's say color. I want to keep the color of primary navy here. Where primary navy. Okay. Alright, didn't take effect. I suppose maybe percent important would help, I think. Yeah, I think it did take effect here. Let's see. Yeah, it is navy right now. Okay. What if I actually get rid of important? Sometimes, you know, the important class becomes all the more important. Right now, I think it is important to have the important class. Okay, go ahead and stick it in. All right. Yeah, there we go. And next element that we're going to target is the card text itself, which is right here, which is the text right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to say dot card hyphen text, and this is going to be let's give it a margin top. Okay, and that's going to be 30px, and I'm going to just go ahead and blindly stick in the important clause. Okay, that's looking good. Let's see where we are at right now. Okay, it actually went beyond the 450 pixel mark, so we may have to readjust the min height here. Okay, we'll come back to it in a moment. And what else can we do here for card text? We can say color. Let's also go ahead and give the color. Is it already navy? Let's go ahead and check that once. Yes, it's already navy, so we don't have to do anything there. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and repeat the color part of it for the card text. And next, we're going to have to target the image now. Okay, so the image here. So we have the image here. We're going to target that. For that, what I'm going to do is I'll say dot card. Okay, and I'm going to have the image. I'm going to have a width of the image as 170px. Person important. Let's see what happens. Didn't change. I think width is already 170 if I'm correct. Maybe let's change it to, let's say, 100. Yeah, I think it's already 170. Okay. Alright. So coming back to the height now. Okay. So let's say height. Let's go for 100. I don't want a very big image here. Okay, I think that looks like that looks nice actually. All right. What else can we do for the image? We can also give a border here, border for the image. We'll say border, and I'm going to give, let's say, 2px solid, wrap primary white, and I'll just stick in the important clause here as well. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, let's go ahead and increase this to, let's say, 4px, maybe 5px. Alright, I think that's looking nice, right? What else? We can also give a border radius. Right now it has a little edge to the, it looks a little edgy, right, at the sides. I'll go ahead and give it some rounded shape there, not too much. Let's say border radius, border hyphen radius, 5px. Okay, looks better. We also want to make sure that we have a kind of, let's say, zoom in effect here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a hover effect here. I'm going to say car and car image and hover. All right, and what are we gonna have here? So I'm going to actually say a transform and hover. I want a transformation, and that's going to do a zoom in here, and I'm going to say scale 1.1. okay, not sure why this is unknown property. Okay, I missed the S here, so let's see if it happens. Something happens. Okay, it's very jerky right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a transition by saying transition transform, and I'm going to say half a second, 0.5 seconds. Ease in out. All right, let's see now. Yeah, this is looking better. Yeah, the zoom in effect is much more smooth, and you know, it's also slower, right? It's not jerky at all. Okay, super. So we have covered you know, pretty much what we needed to do here. And the next thing we want to do is we want to have some animation here. So if you go back to our reference app here, we have some animation happening here, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, for that we need a new React npm package, and that's called React npm. I think it is React -typed, if I'm correct. React -typed npm. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let's click on the first link here. All right, and we just have to install it by saying npm react typed, and it gives us instructions in terms of how we can use them. Essentially, we can have these strings in the form of animation, which, you know, come at a speed of 40 and at the back speed of 50, right? And then it actually happens in a loop. Essentially, keeps on continuously happening. Okay, so let's go ahead and install this. I am going to open split the terminal here. Let's go ahead and split the terminal. Split PowerShell, yes. So in here, I'm going to say npm react -typed. Let's see what happens now. Should be quick enough. Pause anyway. Super, that's completed, and I'm going to go ahead and go back over to our app here. This is our app, the one that we're building, and I will head over to the menu.js file now and go ahead and import this new package, right? New class import, and that's going to be typed from, and I think it's going to be from React -typed. Yeah, that's the one. Let's save it. Let's go ahead and save this. What happened? Can't resolve React -typed. I hope I typed it properly. Oh yeah, it's come up now. Okay, super. And in here, inside of this section here, I'm going to invoke that typed animation. So I'm going to say typed. Let me close it up front, and I'm going to give it a few props here. And the first thing is obviously the strings that we want to have here, and those are going to be, it's going to be an array. Let's see what we can do here. So I'll say our daily specials, right? And what else can we give here? Say burger bonanza. sumptuous salads, and what else? You can also just say southern delicacies. You can actually make it more dynamic in nature by, essentially making it like everyday specials and essentially get it from a database or something like that and then make it more dynamic. So there you go. It's already started here, right? So, but then, it's not looping, right? It's just stopped here. It's not going back to the previous one, which is the first one. Right now it's just stuck in the last one. So if I end up, giving another one here, let's say, what can we do here? What can we give here? A northern specials, let's say, for the lack of a better expression or idea. Northern specials. Okay, let's go ahead and give this. Let's see. Yeah, first one, second one, third one, fourth, and last, and that's where it stops. Okay, and let's go ahead and then undo this part. Okay, and what else can we do? And then we also want the type speed here, essentially the way the speed at which it gets typed, right? So type speed, yeah, that's the one, and I want it to be set at 40. Okay, and if I save it right now, you can see that it comes at a certain speed here. Okay, you can just tune it to the best of your sensibilities, right? And I'm going to keep it at 40. And the next one is the back speed, right? Let's also give it a loop here. I'm going to make sure it actually loops, and I'm going to loop it to true. So what's going to happen right now is after it reaches the southern delicacies, which is right next, it goes back and then goes back to the first one. Let's also give a back speed here as 60. It's actually the erasing that happens after rendering the entire string. Okay, so you can see it's right now rendering, then it actually clears out and then brings up the next string. Okay, super. So we have our landing page here. It's looking pretty nice in my opinion. I think we will stop here from the design aspect for the landing page, and I think we can also do a couple of things here with respect to the typed text itself. Maybe we can just increase the font size here. Okay, let's do that. Let's go here. I'm going to type, I'm going to essentially target the typed text here. So I'm going to say class name here. Let's give it a quick class name. It's going to be of typed text, because right now it looks pretty small in my opinion. Let's go up here. I'll ring in another class typed text. Text. Okay, and what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say font size is going to be font size. Okay, and let me give it 30px, 32px, percent important. Yeah, that's looking better. Super. And what else? We'll also give it a font family. Let's see, font family. Do you want a different one? Let's try a different family. Font family. Say, what is the font family here right now? Let's check that first. So the font family here is Roboto Condensa. Okay, so we don't need that. That's what I was looking for apparently. So let's keep it this way. Okay, super guys, this is great work. We have our landing page finally. Let's make sure we can view this in desktop mode, and this is how it looks like right now. And let's see if, whether it's actually responsive in nature. Sure it is. So yeah, everything is responsive here. Okay, and this is how it looks on a Pixel mobile phone. This is how it looks like on an iPhone mobile phone. So it's all looking very nice right now. Yeah, I think the other thing that we want to do is change the color here. Probably should go ahead and do that. And I think before that, let's see how it looks like on an iPad. Yeah, this is how it looks like on an iPad. Let's say if you rotate it. Yeah, super. This is all coming out very nicely right now. And there we have the navbar. Okay, and the hamburger menu. And let's see if we can change the color of the hamburger menu. Right now it looks pretty plain to me. I want to change it to something different. Alright, so let's head over to our navbar.js. Okay, right here. Let me go ahead and collapse the sidebar for a moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the FA bars, which is our hamburger menu, if you recall from the past video. Yeah, there we go. in here, what I'm going to do for the button, yeah, it's right here, not the font awesome icon. For the button, I'm going to have some additional styling here, okay? Let me say it's going to be again inline, styling, and I'm going to say background color, background. This is going to be rare, hyphen primary, hyphen green, yeah. Let's see what happens. Yep, there it comes. And I also want a color to be white. It's going to be simple as before. So this is going to be rare primary hyphen white. Yep, that's all that we need. Super. This is looking great, guys. Excellent work. So yeah, this is what we want to. All right, so let's take a pause here. Again, this is a long video. I apologize. But the thing is, we needed to get this done, and these are some of the foundational components, by the way. And going forwards, I think we're going to save on a lot of time when we build other components, like let's say the remaining components like browse and car. Okay, so this is looking great, and let's come back and then go ahead and do the CI/CD pipeline stuff. So essentially, we'll check this into a new branch, merge it to the master, and see how the master actually goes ahead and then gets built on Netlify, and we have this landing page available on Netlify. Okay, let's take a brief pause here and come back and do that next step.